Miss Karina, perhaps we could discuss the business immediately?
Sure.
It is short. I have a question.
Very well.
Concerning the attack in the Cursed Forest, I have been told that the cult was holding individuals that Noctum wanted back. I was told that these individuals were innocents by one party, and I was told by another party that these individuals were cultists, which makes no sense. I do not understand why you would hold your own. Perhaps I misunderstood.
The prisoners that Heveki kept in his estate were many of the vampirically aligned Mortium cultists, the ritualists that Noctum keeps to work their rifts. It was Heveki's hope to figure out their secrets of how they did their ritual work and make use of them for their own ends. After having several of them in our possession, we were able to, rather, Heveki was able to raise some of his greater undead that were capable of blood magic, not simply necromancy. The hope was to increase the variety of our combat-capable fighters.
And Haveki paid the price, along with another one.
Heveki and Amraiha have met final death as a result of the events of that cycle.
Misalis's teacher.
Yes.
What has happened since she has left?
Yes. Heveki and Zane, one of Noctum's legionnaires that he'd been constantly in a spat with, they were both crushed into oblivion when the attacking siege party broke the walls of the cage to the siege beasts that Heveki had been trying to train. And Gore Crusher crushed them both into a smear on the ground. They did not go to ash.
I see. I heard also that Haveki gives the order to slaughter the prisoners.
He did. It was his final command in this regard. He did not want to see them fall into enemy hands. The thing you have to understand about Heveki Squeaks is he was a brutally efficient man. He was a slaver by nature. He did it to Heinrich. He did it to many others. The Cult of the Damned has always been more ruthless.
He felt Falling Hawk during the events of the Silver Mine.
Did he?
He did.
I see. I didn't know that.
I mean, he also almost killed me during the event of the Silver Mines.
But Falling Hawk is a keeper.
That much is true. Heveki, he was efficient. He was ruthless. He did not want to be mourned.
I do not mourn him. And I do not take his words for yours. At first I was told that you had ordered the slaughter of innocents, and I did not believe it, so I sought more information before I came to speak to you.
Thank you.
And I learned that it was Haveki. In such, I can express my condolences for the loss of Amriha, but not for Haveki. Not after he made you do something like that. Not after he fell Falling Hawk.
I understand. Hideki was a ruthless and efficient man, even up to his death. It was obvious if you but just look at his estate, the condition he kept his creatures in, the condition he kept the prisoners in. He treated people like resources, like cattle to be kept in efficient, close confinement. That's what it was to him.
My second reason for wishing to speak to you, Miss Karima. Jamie requested to remove witch dust from the stores of the Academy, and when I, as the quartermaster, had to question him on the matter, he said that the cult had offered him an amulet. Is that a business that the cult continues to engage in?
It is a business we are engaging with Jamie specifically, given that he has, though he is not of our number, he had worked alongside us and assisted in Dorian's reconstitution. In thanks for that effort, we made an exception of trading, or offering to trade him one of our finest amulets for a small price of witch dust. I believe 50 was the number I settled on.
D'accord. I figured I would ask, since I am trying to make sure the members of the Academy are safer.
Of course. As many of the members of the Academy align themselves with Noctum, this is not something we would be able to engage with on an ongoing basis.
And what about myself?
You are an extension of Miss Alice. If you wish for the trade, then I will do so with you.
D'accord. I hope she makes it back soon.
I hope so too. I miss her, and I can't imagine what it's been like for you without her by your side.
I have prepared a space in the new location for an altar of shadow. You should stop by and see it one day. It is right beneath Jamie's church. The two will be coexisting.
Oh, now that's deeply amusing.
I thought so as well. But, bref, Monsieur Nysander, I came to speak to you.
Indeed you did.
Are you of mind to speak to me in turn?
I am. I wouldn't have written to you if I wasn't.
Am I free to speak freely?
Of course you are free to speak freely. There's no one judging you in here, I think.
You're a follower of the Leviathan of Illusion, are you not?
That much is true, indeed, indeed.
And I believe through the grapevine that I have heard that you have been ordered to slay or harm individuals that are now associated with the Academy.
I've no idea. I'm looking for werewolves to talk to them.
Talk to them or kill them.
Maybe both. Depending on how the talks go.
The werewolves have no interest in speaking to you, considering you are a follower of the Leviathan that hunts them.
Yes, I figured as much. I might even think that they are just a little bit scared of how I'm glowing right now.
I do not blame them. Individuals do not wish to be flayed alive.
Oh, I'm not flaying alive. Most of the time. Except if you heard Wisps in a Curse first. Then I will flay people alive. But I don't flay anyone alive that didn't offend me or the Cursed Forest.
I was told through Mistress Daly that you have had an encounter with individuals inside of the corrupted woods or cursed forest. That much is unclear. That you said the Leviathan ordered their slaughter, and you decided against it. You had other plans.
Ah, are you speaking of the person that I think you're speaking of the dame?
You may speak their name. I am knowledgeable of almost every werewolf in the land at the moment.
I may not speak their name. I've not been given admission by the person that told me. So I cannot speak their name. I'm very sad about that.
Noted. Then, in the interest of keeping their privacy, I shall not name them.
Well. I mean, I've been talking to multiple people in the Cursed Forest. There's a lot of traffic these days at the Shrine of Illusions. It is almost crazy.
I am simply here to warn you. Do not harm a single werewolf in these lands.
I sadly cannot promise that, because I'm not totally the patron of my own thoughts most of the times.
Nysander, I will speak plainly. Should I find you have hurt any werewolf, one that I care for especially, I will personally see that the event with Jezebel repeats itself.
That is a very open threat. I like that.
I do not care for any worship, and I will not judge you in your worship. But the day that you or yours decide to harm anyone at the Academy, especially members of the research branch or anybody else that might be affiliated with the Academy, or members outside of the Academy that I care for, I will not hesitate. And should you find yourself incapable of controlling yourself in these matters, perhaps you should consider putting a dagger to your own skull.
That is very direct. Once again, I like that, but if I get ordered to slay a werewolf, then I will do so, because I cannot simply say no.
If it is in self-defense, I will not hold it against you. If it is anything but, I will. I hold no hatred toward you, as things are. And I do not want to grow to hate anyone.
That much is understandable, but still, if I am told to kill some werewolf, I will do so.
I understand. You are a beast driven by instinct, and thus I will not hold it against you, but against your god. However, if you decide to become the tool for your god, and your god targets me and mine, I hope you understand. It is not personal, but I will fight you.
That is fine. I will keep that in mind. Should you attack me, I will try and spare you.
Very well. I hope it never comes to it, personally.
I mean, I do the same. I like you, Miss Squeaks. But you know, an order is an order, and who knows what might happen if I go against an order from my Patreon. I rather not want to find that out.
That, unfortunately, and I mean no ill will when I say, is none of my concern. I wish you luck in your endeavors, and if you try to pull us away from your patron, or gain more control in this matter, I would be willing to help you. I simply cannot condone the living torture and flaying of individuals, whether it be Noctum doing it to Ms. Hannah or cultists doing it to werewolves.
I mean, I'm not flaying them alive. I already said that. I kill them first,
I know.
then I take their skin.
I know, but I did find an altar where a werewolf was flayed alive.
Which one are you talking about? The one in the Oakvale or the one in the forest?
I visited both. I did not
Well-
desecrate any of them. To be clear, I did not touch anything. But the scent of suffering lingers.
I mean, they have offended the Leviathan, so I didn't know what they exactly did, but werewolves in general offended it, so it comes for them, you know.
If a subject if a subject offends a king by spitting at the king's feet and the king orders the execution and torture of the subject, I do not consider it a fair trade. The Leviathans are great and powerful beings. They are unbeknownst to us, and we cannot understand them. Thus, most of the time, some individuals cannot understand that what they are doing is an insult to them.
I mean, that much is true, I think. Maybe not. Huh.
And so, I do not care if they have offended your god, if they did so unwillingly and unknowingly. I respect all Leviathans, to be clear. They are not something that I wish to mess with, and Ms. Alice is a follower of, I believe, the Shadow Leviathan, correct, Miss Karina?
That is correct, from my understanding of her worship.
I have nothing but respect for individuals and their belief. I simply came here to extend a warning. Not a threat, per se, not yet. A warning that should you go against any of mine, for your god, I will kill myself at your god's altar to ensure you do not get to do it.
I will not hurt you. You are Miss Squeaks. I might put you to your knees, but I will try not to hurt you.
When it comes to the protection of me and mine, I do not care if I am felled. I will stop at nothing to defend them. Be it Ms. Alice,
this warning
Monsieur
is
Jimmy.
understood then.
Good. I hope our future interactions can be more pleasant, and I'm sorry that I bring you a message of the such. I wish it could be under better circumstances.
It happens all the time. You know, I've been threatened so many times since I'm in Vadoran.
It seems to be a national sport of sorts.
Yes, Vadoran is a strange place. People threaten each other all the time.
That is all I wish to speak to you about.
Very fine. It is noted.
I would like to excuse myself, please.
You are very welcome. Let me lead you to the door.
Conversation aside, your home is quite beautiful.
It has seen better days. I had to build a small field hospital just in case, you know.
Oi. I hope it never needs use.
I do the same, but I highly doubt that it will never need use.
We will see what ends up happening.
It is my honor.
I wish all of you safe travel.
Yes, be well, Nysander.
You
Look, a mosquito!
You did not like what I had to say.
And be well, Squeaks.
I will. I'm sorry that you had to see that side of me.
We all do what we have to.